Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is the one where we are going to play as the Forgotten, and we're going to get the negative, and we're going to go down that path. WZHG 2NJF. We've been having a great time with this character so far. We have not lost, and on the last run, we were able to parlay the fact that I made a colossal mistake in terms of taking the Polaroid again into what actually was a pretty enormous victory, beating the Hush and beating Delirium so that we never have to do those with this character again. Hush, I'm always happy to give Hush a chance when I got the right parameters. Delirium, if I never saw him again, it'd be too soon. My personal thoughts on the subject matter at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'll let him understand it from a young G's perspective. And you can fill in the rest of the blanks for yourself. Forget Me Now. Usually, I think there's two ways to use Forget Me Now, and I'll go over them thusly. The Webster's Merriam Dictionary defines two different ways as having alternate paths to accomplish a like-minded goal. So I think one way you use it is to try to get a second deal with the devil. On floor 2, you get a... Whoa, that was dangerous. You get a second version of what should be the second easiest floor in the game. Please summon a head. Thank you. And you get another deal with the devil chance, although it's pretty minor. Or pretty low, I should say. Or you use it here to save yourself a key and go to the item room without having to spend a key. But we're obviously going to use it on the next floor because, I'm not an idiot. It's much better to use it. I set up the false dilemma and then I hammered it home. Okay, why are our shots curving? Because you are occasionally... you have your own gravitational pull, and that's not a joke about your mass, it's really just your unique ability here. Isaac's Heart. Under no circumstances. It's horrible. Look, listen is just okay. Poop is no good. And, alright, Pop a Fly. It's precisely okay. And I mean that. When I say okay, that's not Canadian politeness. I don't mean... it's horrible, and I'm saying okay just to, be polite. It's really more like, it's fine. Now, this is where we have to get better. Using the soul to actually get consumables. Because this is the only character that has, the ability to switch between two different forms, definitely a little bit of a lag period in starting to understand what happens there. I think we should slow our roll and try to get some more Spirit Hearts if possible so that the deal with the devil actually is appropriate. And the Hermit card is, well, what I see that as right now is a teleport out of the Cursed Room. The Devil card we can use to fight the boss, but in all likelihood that's probably overkill for the first floor. The nice thing with this character is that you have this incredible melee damage right from the get-go. That's not the secret room, huh? We have the Hermit card already, so let's fly in. Interesting. I think I'm gonna let it happen. I'm just gonna let you blow up there. And this actually went very well. Very, very well. We got HP, we got Spirit Hearts. Wow, it's a little insulting, but sure. We'll spend a key to come in here, even though we used the Hermit card to teleport in. And there's no Spirit Hearts, so I think we're just gonna bounce. And I really... don't care too much about the devil card, but now that it's presented itself directly in front of me, I suppose I'll pick it up. And with one last bomb, second secret room, please. Alright, no second secret room. We will fight the boss, and you know the game plan for now. I'm gonna kill this guy, get a deal with the devil. Can't afford to take some of these deals, and beyond that, even if we could... you gotta be real selective in our present mindset. I'm still waiting on what I consider to be the Alpha and Omega Forgotten run, and that's very simply as many tiers upgrades as we can get. So obviously, it's not really working for us right now, but what do you got for me? I can't take them. I wish I could. Can't take them. So I'm gonna Forget Me Now, and we're not even really behind schedule. This is a great character for, making it to boss rush. The speed at which you can do these early floors is ridiculous. I would also love to see a run that maybe incentivizes the ranged build for this guy. I'm still, in my head, I'm running through all these ideas like, oh my god, you could play this guy as like a Mom's Knife analog, but with better synergies. You can play him as the Soul, which is basically like, I don't know, not even like the Lost. It's like the Lost mixed with the HP of Blue Baby, which is positive. But I haven't seen a build personally that makes the ranged seem worth it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Ooh. Like the range being the boomerang throw. God's Flesh? Not particularly thrilled. I definitely... Also, yeah, you know what? You know what? If that one got you, I was going to be surprised. But we definitely do not want to take Little Baggy. I think that's one of the worst items. It's one of the only items in the game that's actually, like, demonstrably bad most of the time. So I'm going to say no to that because I have still a little bit of gray matter between my ears. We have enough HP for an actual deal with the devil. Dude, I love actual big ups to the developers, to Edmund, whoever was involved in the decision-making process and production here, for making it so that your tier effects actually apply to melee with the bone. Extremely shrewd move, and also, like, please apply this to Mom's Knife if you have not already. Mom's Knife doesn't need a buff, but it would make it a lot more fun to use if it also got the tier effects. In a logical way. You could give them the negative tier effects too. I think that would be fine. We did get a deal with the devil. I think I'll take Whore of Babylon. I don't know if it actually gives us stats when we're not the other dude, but I mean, HP is just terrible now. But I don't think this was a poor decision necessarily. I will stand by this as being an acceptable decision for the present moment in time. Yeah, I think we do get a damage bonus exclusively. Oh, dude, we've discovered something. If you open a room as the Soul, and then switch back into Melee Lord, did we just open that without spending a key by hitting it with a bone? It still used the key, okay, but pretty cool. We can now create a situation in which we get Whore of Babylon as Melee Lord. That's interesting, and I had no idea that would work. So yeah, if you missed it, basically, you enter the room as the Soul, which has Whore of Babylon active, and then when you switch back to the Forgotten, you have Whore of Babylon active yourself. How interesting is that? So I went to your room and read your diary. You guys, early stage Weezer fans here? Give me a quick Hermit. I like a Pandora's box early. Yeah, why not? Mr. Boom is not great, and you probably don't need me to tell you that. But it's okay to have for now. You know, we can get something out of it. So we should, even if we want to be Melee Lords, we should enter every room as the Soul, just to get a Whore of Babylon bonus out of it. And it's not insignificant. Like, it's 3 damage or something crazy like that. So it's highly worth doing. And this is the complexity of this character just keeps rising. Rod and Penny, Wealth of Flies. We pick up pennies, we get flies. Oh my god, that seems insanely good. So this is a situation in which we want to use the Soul, I think. And we just want to keep ourselves on the opposite side of the Guardian. I almost did it. I almost did a tactical dodge there. It felt right. Okay, we get another rate of fire upgrade. Swinging pretty quickly. Please give me some pennies so I can test the effectiveness of Rod and Penny, which I'm thinking could be like one of the best trinkets in the game if it works the way I think it's supposed to work. Belly button. Ooh, no thank you. Beams are going to be annoying here. That shot actually threaded the needle between those. I'm so upset. So we don't care about Mr. Boom. We would much rather have Krampus's head. No doubt about it. Alright, dude, we're steamrolling right now. This is a very, very interesting run. The fact that we've learned you can... And this is obviously the way that it was intended to work with Empty Vessel last time as well. You switch to the... You know what? I don't like that at all. You switch to the unit that can actually take advantage of it. You know, in this case, the Spirit Heart damage from Whore of Babylon, but in that case it was the invincibility from Empty Vessel. And then you get the effects as both characters. But it does require active switching and a little bit of forethought. More than forethought, really, because you gotta be paying close enough attention to notice it in the first place, and I think that's something you could definitely forgive people for being a little confused on, because it's not really that intuitive. But once you figure it out, I guess it's pretty neat. Already done most of this floor, all the good stuff. So we will grab Little Haunt, which I think is more or less worth essentially 0, but it's okay. HP is fine. I wouldn't say great, but I would say that it's definitely not in a position where I'm like nervous about what the next few floors entail. So let's get a move on here. I want pennies. So put another diamond in your butt. No, we got to do it. I want pennies. But I can't do or even pretend to do a song parody of I Want Pennies. First off, I'm worried I'll misspeak and it'll become lewd. Secondarily, I don't know any lyrics in the song I Want Candy except for I Want Candy. That's one of those songs I feel like you only hear in movie trailers these days. There's like 8 songs that only exist in movie trailers. It's I Want Candy, usually in like a PG-13 comedy coming out in the summer where girls are behaving badly. I want candy. And then there's like, we're feeling hot, hot, hot. Like that's like a Horatio Sanz. It's not Sanz. Horatio Sanz comedy from like the year 2003. That's like the boat trip music, and then there's obviously like, oh yeah. But you know what, dude? Give me those trailers over DC Universe, and it's not only the DC Universe that does this, but you know, 1980s songs played in a minor key in order to evoke a sense of foreboding. That was just horrendous. I started a joke, started a whole world laughing. You know, like that Suicide Squad trailer stuff. No, don't use a key for that. Anyway, you get the idea. Anything where they do like a, hey, it's like a pop song from the 1980s, but with a creepy children's choir singing it, so you know things are about to go down. We definitely did get a fly from that penny. I'm in love. Actually, you know, the Suicide Squad trailer is fairly innocent. That was the Bohemian Rhapsody one with the good editing, where like the gun casings were falling during the dun 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 dun. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. It's Guppy's tail. Can I afford to? Hey, the coupon has appeared in the basement. Really hope I see that item and finally figure out what it's all about. Now, I'm being overly like unfair here. The reason we're seeing all these newfound items or achievements that I already actually have access to is because they were originally part of booster packs and didn't have achievements associated with them, but now that they came out on Switch, they have achievements associated with them or something. I don't know. Like, they've unified the builds so that the Switch version has newfound achievements and all the booster pack content, and then they ported the achievements to Steam. Like, this is a bit of a juvenile analysis. I don't know if this is actually the case, but this is what I was told on Twitter, at least. Which is the most obvious, like, reputable source on planet Earth. HP, looking a little scary, but it's almost exclusively because we, oh, dude, flies, please. Almost exclusively because we, literally just took... Oh, you fool. Another item. Dude, stop taking damage. It's not fair. Mom said it's my turn to win. Mongo baby. It's not bad. And we have not been to our shop. We have 29 cents. Where the heck is our... Oh, it's probably just like 2 rooms to the left over here. Yeah, we need to protect our HP a little better, but... It's hard when, you know, our damage as soul is not great yet. It leaves a lot to be desired. And it's, in case you haven't played this character much yourself, it's hard to dodge with the soul because you're constantly being pulled back towards the origin point of your spawn as a result of the chain. At least once you get too far away, so... I think that's a necessary thing. Like, I'm definitely not suggesting that makes the character unplayable. Okay, maybe also if you could stop running into enemies, that could be a big positive. So I'm thinking, grab this. Steam sale makes things more purchasable in the future. Check the pill, it sucks. Hermit card for the next floor is fine, and we'll get out of your hair here. Okay. We are on pace for boss rush. HP's looking real scary, but you never know when you're gonna find something that pulls it all together. And I mean, the run is good. It's just not quite great yet. I want Sack of Pennies. We have a Sack of Sacks, which is better, obviously better than Sack of Pennies, but I want Sack of Pennies so we can guarantee some flies on the regular. IV Bag? I don't know if IV Bag works with this character because of the bone hearts. Well, I really love that. I do wish we got some keys back, but it's hard to complain about the bomb. Or about the flies we got. So right now, we have kind of a clear path on this. Woo! We have kind of a clear path on this floor. We have a teleport card. We're going to use the teleport card to get the heck out of boss rush. Thank you for the key. I hate that he bounces. It's kind of freaking me out here. I'm worried I'm going to get a little too close. So hopefully on boss rush we find an item that, if not being transformative, really I just like something that gives us a chance to get more red hearts or spirit hearts. And we really do kind of, you know, want both as this character. Really should not have gone for that, but yeah, that's all. Turned out okay. I am error. Genuinely like the worst possible time. There was a subtle change in those rooms, by the way, I've noticed from watching other people play. Now when you spawn enemies by pushing a button, you have to kill them. The door closes. Which is extreme. It basically means, and this is not just me being bitter, but it basically means, sorry, what? That was battery, baby, okay. That on an item room with buttons, I'll just never press the buttons again. Now, of course, as I say that, you know that my word means nothing in Isaac, and I probably will push the buttons almost every time. But on an intellectual level, on an analytical level, you should never push those buttons now. Unless you're already balling out of control. So I feel like with this character, you know, because of the fact that you lose... Do you lose the bony hearts? I guess I need to experiment more here. Because I was thinking, you know, can you even play a Demon Judgment? Because you're liable to lose the bony hearts after you play them 3 times. But maybe it... oh my god. Maybe a Demon Judgment doesn't take your bony hearts, it only takes the red heart containers in between them. Infamy. Fantastic item. And this is one where, like, unless you're as stupid as I am, you should absolutely switch and start using the soul. I'm being a little lazy. I don't call it laziness, though. I call it efficiency. Intellectual efficiency. I don't want to make the brain work itself, you know, too hard or unnecessarily. The ladder, not worth too much. Jar of Flies is very good. But so, Krampus' head is pretty much equivalent. Balls of Steel is really useful here. Alright, decently long room. That felt good. That didn't. Take the negative. Well done. Well done. We got Mom's Pad out of Boss Rush, which is just basically like a slap in the face. But, so be it. It's not like, you know, we lost a lot to be there. Thank you. Red hearts, please. Ooh. Cursed dice. I don't think so. D8. Sure. Give us a nice... You know, honestly, the range being lower is horrible. I think that's actually bad enough. Oh, but look at that. Okay, this is an extremely do as I say, not as I do moment. If you want to win Isaac runs, you take the D8 there and you roll with it. If you want to have a fun time smacking enemies in the face as quickly as you conceivably can, you roll with the setup that we got now. Anyway, down to the next one. I got no clue. I got no clue. No clue how we're gonna do this, I guess, is what I'm suggesting. Alright. Look at that. In particular, you know what I mean, here's how we've screwed ourselves. And we just lost the Boneheart right off the bat, which is a terrible start. We screwed ourselves because it's very difficult for us now to take the soul and do any realistic amount of damage. Also, my hand is getting sore from tapping the button. Can we just hold it? No, when you hold it, you're gonna get the... Ooh, you know what? Maybe this is our new range lord right here. Doubtful. So range was like our huge advantage for being the soul in the first place, and now that does not exist. So things are gonna be a little tricky. I want to try this again now that we have, Ooh, it's not bad. I think we may have found a boomerang build. It requires a lot to enable it, but I think we got boomerang build kind of running here. So you always walk in as this guy, switch, and this one doesn't really count because we're just going to destroy you, but, was walking as this guy, switch, and then get your boomerang ready. I don't expect it to kill most enemies right away, but I expect it to get... you know, close to getting through most enemies right away. Yep, dodge right into it. Yep, dodge right into it twice. This is a real smart decision on my part. I think we have to play as the soul a little bit until we get some red hearts. But I'm not sure if this is gonna function that well. Hello. Your hair looks nice.
Thank you.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me if I want to know something?
If you want to know something, I'll tell you something.
What is it regarding?
The long workout pants.
Yeah.
It's underwear.
Yeah, that's fine.
You wore that outside, yo.
I didn't. It's not like I wore it to the mall. I wore it while I was working out.
You're supposed to wear that.
Yeah.
And then wear like large workout pants.
Yeah.
Well, I got you lots
Oh,
of workout
thank you.
clothing.
I appreciate that.
It's like 2 workout t-shirt, 1 long sleeve, and 1 real long workout.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Anything for my good husband.
And now I can stop embarrassing myself by wearing my underwear outside. It wasn't like long underwear, because I know people are gonna assume that it's gonna like look like classic long johns, like I'm a dock worker in the 1800s. They were like athleisure long underwear that almost look like spandex. I wasn't happy to wear them outside, but I was like, you know, it's cold, and I don't know, I don't really want to exercise in jeans, and I don't want to wear shorts because it's too cold outside. So, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. I would wear them outside again, but I appreciate having a more conducive, societally acceptable bit of workout wear. I did feel like I was in the Avengers when I wore them, but like Black Widow. That's not a shot at Black Widow, it's just like, you know, I don't really have the Black Widow body type. Hey, maybe, Self, you could stop, like, deliberately throwing your life away here? Oh! I am actually dumb. Well, it's our first loss. What did we learn? Don't be so stupid, and don't be afraid to play the Soul more frequently, even though he has less damage. Probably don't deliberately throw yourself into a hole as well. But hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. I'll a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.